Imagine waking up and feeling like your mind clicks into place. Names come faster, ideas connect. You sit down to work and drop into focus like flipping a switch. No second coffee needed, no tabs multiplying like rabbits. You feel sharp, steady, and in control. That's what we're building today. Practical, science-backed ways to optimize your brain for peak performance. No fluff, no magic. Just a simple, clear system that you can use starting today. Let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like your brain has another gear you're not using? Like you're busy all day but not actually doing your best thinking? Or your memory slips at the worst moment? You're not broken and you don't need to become a different person. Your brain already has the hardware. We're just going to upgrade the settings, step by step with methods you can actually follow. Here's the plan. We'll start with the basics your brain depends on. Sleep, movement, food, and hydration. Then we'll dial in focus, learning, and memory with simple tools from cognitive science. We'll build an environment where your brain can thrive, reduce stress that steals your attention, and finish with a daily plan you can try today. I'll explain everything in simple language, like we're talking over coffee. Let's start with the truth no one likes to hear. Your brain is a biological organ. It doesn't care how motivated you are if the basics are off. If sleep is poor, your attention, memory, decision-making, and mood all drop. If your blood sugar is crashing, your focus will too. If you sit still all day, your brain gets less blood flow and less alertness. So the fastest wins happen here. Sleep first. Most adults do best with 7 to 9 hours. Quantity matters, but quality matters more. Think of sleep like a maintenance window for your brain. During deep sleep, your brain consolidates memories. Your short-term notes get moved into long-term storage. Your brain's cleaning system also gets active, clearing waste that builds up during the day. So, how do we make sleep work for peak performance? Keep a fixed wake-up time, even on weekends. Your brain loves rhythm. Create a wind-down routine 60 to 90 minutes before bed. Dim lights, screens off, or on blue light filters, no heavy problems to solve. Keep your room cool and dark. If your mind races at night, try a brain dump. Write down everything that's on your mind and the next small action for each. This tells your brain, we're safe, we have a plan, we can sleep. Even 1 week of better sleep can sharpen your focus and memory more than complex hacks. If you're using caffeine, keep it earlier in the day, ideally not past early afternoon, so it doesn't sabotage sleep. Next, movement. Your brain is wired to love it. When you move, your blood flow increases, bringing oxygen and nutrients upstairs. Movement also triggers chemicals like BDNF, often called fertilizer for the brain, which supports learning and memory. You don't need a perfect gym plan. Even 20 to 30 minutes of brisk walking most days helps. If you add strength training twice a week, even better. Try this simple habit. Before deep work, do 2 minutes of light movement. Jumping jacks, brisk steps, or a short walk. It wakes up your system and makes it easier to focus. Food and hydration are your brain's fuel. Your brain uses about 20% of your total energy. If you eat a big heavy lunch full of refined carbs and little protein, you might feel sleepy and foggy. Aim for meals that keep your energy steady. Protein for structure, fiber for slow release. Healthy fats for long-lasting fuel, and colorful plants for micronutrients. Instead of a big crash, you get a steady burn. For hydration, start the day with water. You lose fluid overnight, and even mild dehydration hurts attention and mood. Keep water nearby. A pinch of salt in your first glass can help if you sweat a lot or drink tons of coffee. Okay, foundation's set. Now let's build focus. Think of your brain like it has 2 main modes, a focused mode and a wandering mode. Both are useful. Focus mode is for solving a problem. Wandering mode connects ideas, notices patterns, and rests your attention. Peak performance is not about staying in focus all day. It's about switching at the right times. Here's a system that works. Use 60 to 90-minute focus blocks for your hardest work, followed by short recovery. 5 to 15 minutes away from screens if possible. Your brain works in natural cycles called ultradian rhythms, roughly 90 minutes of energy on, then a dip. Ride that wave. Before you start, choose one clear target. Write 400 words of the introduction, not work on the report. Close extra tabs, put your phone in another room or airplane mode, and turn off notifications. If you need background sound, pick non-lyric options or white noise. Then, as you work, expect resistance in the first few minutes. That's normal. It's like a cold engine warming up. Don't negotiate. Just start. What if you get stuck? Try the rubber duck method. Explain the problem out loud as if teaching a friend. Your brain clarifies as you speak. Or flip to a simple question. If I could only do one small step in the next 5 minutes, what would it be? Small steps reduce the mental wall that keeps you from starting. Also, batch similar tasks. Emails and DMs can go into 1 or 2 windows per day rather than sprinkling them everywhere. Context switching drains energy. Save that energy for deep work. Let's talk about dopamine. It's not the pleasure chemical. It's more of the motivation and pursuit signal. The more your brain links tiny wins to your work, the more motivated you feel. Build small rewards into your focus blocks. A checkmark, a stretch, a 2-minute walk in sunlight. Keep rewards predictable and healthy. If you rely only on social media for dopamine hits, your baseline focus can suffer. It's not about quitting everything. It's about controlling the slot machine in your pocket during deep work windows. Now, learning and memory. If you want a real boost here, use tools your brain already favors. First, spacing. Instead of cramming, spread practice over days. Your brain strengthens connections each time you revisit. Second, active recall. Don't just reread. Close the book and try to explain it from memory. Use flashcards if helpful, but keep them simple. Third, interleaving. Mix related skills in one session, like practicing math problems from different topics, or switching between writing and editing in distinct blocks. This makes recall stronger because your brain has to choose the right method, not just repeat one. There's also chunking, taking complex information and turning it into chunks your brain can handle. Names, numbers, steps in a process. You can group them into meaningful units. Teach the concept to someone else. Teaching forces you to simplify, which reveals gaps. If you study or learn a skill, end with a short summary of what you learned and one question you still have. This exit ticket guides your next session. For creative skills, deliberate practice helps. Focus on one tiny part, like transitions in writing or left-hand accuracy in piano, and work it slowly with feedback. Improvement compounds. Let's bring in neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change. When you focus and practice with effort, your brain strengthens the connections you use, like laying down smoother paths. Rest and sleep help seal these changes. Emotion also tags memories. If you link what you learn to something meaningful, why you care, who it helps, recall becomes stronger. Even mild excitement or novelty can boost retention. That's why switching locations, adding a timer, or changing how you test yourself can refresh your mind. What about stress? A little challenge can sharpen focus. Too much stress shuts down the parts of your brain that handle planning, memory, and self-control. It's like trying to do calculus during a fire alarm. Use quick downshifts when you feel overloaded. Try a physiological sigh. Inhale once through the nose, then a second short sip of air, and a long exhale through the mouth. Do that 2 or 3 times. It helps calm your body fast. Box breathing. Inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4 also works. A short walk outside can reset your state in minutes. Sunlight in the morning helps set your clock and improves alertness later. If your mind spirals, write down your top 3 tasks and the next step for each. Action shrinks anxiety. Let's talk about the workspace. Your brain loves visual cues. If your desk is covered with triggers for other tasks, your attention gets pulled. Clear your space. Put what you need for the next block front and center. Use a single notebook or app where your tasks live. Write the one goal for the next block on a sticky note. Keep your environment calm. Good light, good chair, minimal clutter. If you can, use one browser profile for work and a separate one for personal stuff. Different desktops, different bookmarks. When you open the work one, you're in a different mental room. Technology hygiene matters. Turn off non-essential notifications. Decide when you'll check messages, not every time a ping happens. If you use your phone for music, set it before you start and put it face down out of reach. If you want extra help, some people use website blockers during focus blocks. But remember, blockers are training wheels. The real goal is to build the habit of starting and staying. Now, energy timing. Everyone has windows where their brain is naturally more alert. Many people peak in the late morning and early afternoon, but you might be different. Pay attention for a week. When do you feel clearest? Protect that window. Put your hardest work there. Put easier tasks before and after. If you drink coffee, try it 60 to 90 minutes after waking to avoid the groggy crash later. Pair caffeine with a short walk for a gentler lift. If you get afternoon dips, a 10 to 20 minute nap can help if your schedule allows. Set an alarm and don't go longer, or you might feel sluggish. What about supplements and special hacks? There's a lot of noise out there while food, sleep, movement, light and focus systems give the biggest wins. If you change those, you'll likely feel your brain getting stronger. If you consider supplements or anything medical, talk to a professional who knows your history. Tools are only useful if they fit your body and your goals. Let's bring in creativity. Peak performance isn't just raw speed, it's insight. Many breakthroughs happen when you're not trying, in the shower, on a walk, washing dishes. That's your brain's default mode network connecting dots. So don't crush yourself with non-stop focus. After a deep block, walk without your phone, stare out a window, or do a simple chore. Keep a notes app or small pad to catch ideas. If you want to fuel creativity on purpose, set constraints. Write 3 headlines, each under 8 words. Or solve this with only 2 steps. Constraints push your brain to explore in new ways. Let's face a common problem. Procrastination. It's not laziness, it's avoidance of an uncomfortable feeling. Confusion, fear of failure or boredom. The cure is clarity plus a small action. Turn write the report into open the doc and write a rough outline with 3 bullet points. Give yourself permission to write a bad first draft. That turns pain into progress. Use a 5-minute rule. Work for 5 minutes and then re-evaluate. Most of the time, once you start, you keep going. Relationships also matter. Your brain is social. Talk to people who challenge you kindly, who make you explain your thinking. Teach what you know. Share drafts. Ask for feedback that's specific. What's one thing to improve? Beyond mentors and peers can be performance multipliers. Also, protect your attention from constant drama or negativity. It eats your limited mental energy. Let's talk mindset, but in practical terms. Your brain learns through trial and error. If you treat mistakes like data, your stress drops and your learning speeds up. Instead of, I'm bad at this, try, I haven't built this skill yet. Keep a simple progress log. Each day, write 1 win, 1 lesson, 1 thing to try tomorrow. Over time, this builds momentum. You'll start to trust yourself. When you say you'll do something, you do it. Okay, time to assemble this into a daily playbook you can try tomorrow. Wake up at a consistent time. Get sunlight in your eyes within the first hour if possible. Drink water. Move your body for a few minutes to wake up. Plan your day on 1 page. Pick your top 3 outcomes, then break each into the next tiny step. Block your day. 1 or 2 deep work sessions of 60 to 90 minutes for the hardest tasks, separated by 5 to 15-minute breaks with movement or quiet. Put shallow tasks, email, admin, chats, into short windows later. Eat meals that keep energy steady. Keep water nearby. For study or skill practice, use spacing and active recall. Test yourself. Don't only reread. Use a short walk or breathing to reset when stress rises. In the evening, dim your environment, do a brain dump to park your thoughts, and wind down. Keep screens out of bed. Repeat. Want a few quick wins you'll feel fast? Tonight, set your wake time and lay out your morning plan. Clothes, water, first task. Tomorrow, before your first deep work block, do 2 minutes of movement and set one specific goal. Put your phone in another room. After the block, reward yourself with a short walk. For learning, take what you're studying and write a 1-paragraph summary from memory. Check it. Fix it. That cycle builds real knowledge. For creativity, try a no-phone walk after your hardest block. Carry a pen. Catch the ideas that show up when you finally stop squeezing. Now a few advanced tools if you want to go deeper. Use mental models. First principles thinking. Break a problem into basic facts, then rebuild. Inversion. Ask, if this failed badly, what caused it? Pareto. What 20% gives 80% of the result? For memory, create simple associations. If you need to remember left brain language, picture a book sitting on your left shoulder. Silly images stick. For speaking or writing, rehearse out loud. Your mouth learns differently than your eyes. Record a 1-minute voice note explaining the idea, then write it. It will be clearer. For focus, identify your top 2 distractions and fix their triggers. If you always open social media when you sit at your desk, move the apps off your home screen and log out during work blocks. Make the desirable action easy and the distraction just a little harder. A note on emotions and performance. Your brain isn't a robot. If you're angry, sad, or worried, pretending you're fine doesn't help. Label the feeling in simple words. I feel tense and scattered. This act reduces the intensity. Then choose a state shift. Breathing, a walk, a cold splash on your face, 2 minutes of stretching, or music that matches your target mood. You can't always control how you feel, but you can control what you do next. That's enough to keep moving. If you work with complex information, protect your working memory by writing things down. Externalize. Use checklists. Use outlines. Keep numbers and steps in front of you so your brain can think, not juggle. For big projects, build a dashboard document with goals, links, and next actions. Revisit it daily for 2 minutes. That keeps your brain oriented. Let's pull the science threads together one more time. Sleep supports memory consolidation and clears waste. Movement boosts blood flow and brain chemicals that support learning. Nutrition and hydration stabilize energy. Focus blocks align with natural cycles and reduce context switching. Dopamine rewards small wins and fuels motivation when managed well. Spaced practice, active recall, interleaving and chunking align with how memory actually works. Stress management keeps your prefrontal cortex online so you can plan and solve problems. Environment and technology habits fence off distractions. Creativity blooms when you alternate deep work with open time. None of this is extreme. It's a set of levers you can pull one by one to give your brain the best chance to perform at its peak. If you want a simple starting checklist, here it is. Tonight, set your wake time, plan your first task, and prepare your space. Tomorrow morning, sunlight, water, 2 minutes of movement. During work, 2 deep blocks with 1 goal each, phone away, short recovery breaks. Learning. Test yourself. Don't just reread. End with a 1-paragraph summary. Afternoon slump. Walk, breathe, or short nap if you can. Evening. Brain dump, dim lights, consistent wind down. Then repeat. Watch how you feel in a week, then adjust. Your brain will tell you what's working. Remember, peak performance isn't about squeezing more hours or becoming someone else. It's about aligning what you do with how your brain naturally works. Small changes compound. One better night of sleep leads to one clearer morning. One clear morning leads to one great block of work. One great block becomes a string of wins. That's how momentum feels. Not flashy, not fragile, just steady and strong. If this helped you, I'd love to hear what you try first. Are you starting with sleep, focus blocks, or learning techniques? Drop a comment with your plan and I'll cheer you on. If you found value here, please like this video so more people can build a sharper brain. Share it with a friend who's ready for an upgrade. And don't forget to subscribe for more practical, science-backed strategies to optimize your mind and perform at your peak. I'm glad you're here. Let's build that better brain, one day at a time.